Thanks for tuning in to episode 16 of Start over. Take two. Thanks for tuning in to Keeping Up the Geek Bros, episode 16 today.
Hey, 16 straight episodes.
16 straight episodes.
I'm making you.
Believe it or not.
I'm forcing you to do it.
Forcing me. Today, I'm featuring my vegan pesto pasta. It's got zucchini and squash and green onions. And my watermelon.
Agua fresca.
No, my watermelon white rum fresca. So,
what can it be? What agua fresca?
Now, this watermelon is legit because I actually blended this watermelon and then strained it. So this is legit watermelon juice. Okay? This is how I podcast. How do you? Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Wancho and Vibe. Keeping up with the Geek Bros.
It's a beautiful Wednesday night here in Vibe Studios as we record and film episode 16 of the podcast. We survived a hurricane. And you know what that time means? What's going on, guys? What's going on? This is Juancho.
This is Vibe.
And this is episode numero 16, or English 16.
Yay.
Vibe, you should be excited. 16 straight episodes. Like, straight.
It has been 16 straight episodes. 16 weeks in a row, but more than 3 months?
Yes.
3.5 months, something like that. Back to back to back, including not just the audio and the posting of the audio, but the video as well. That's ridiculous. I was telling Vibe earlier today at the day job how I was telling
Vibe at the day job?
I was telling Vibe. I was telling... sorry. I was telling myself, right. I was telling Juancho that the last couple of months, I produced and edited and uploaded 9 videos to the YouTube channel. And out of the 9 of them, 8 of them were the podcast. Only 1 was the new promo. So I was like, yep, this is happening. So before we get into it today, for those who are listening, today's food of the day or food of the podcast is my vegan pesto pasta, which if you can hear that's Juancho eating it right now. He didn't go full vegan. I actually made some.
Wow, this is really citrusy. I love it.
It is. It has. I squeezed fresh lemon in it.
This is delicious.
Sorry. He also has the chicken parmesan that I made. It's well done, but he made it. And the drink of choice is the watermelon white rum fresca, which Juancho seemed not to enjoy too much. If you guys watching it,
so the second time it feels good.
The second time, that's what she said. So, if you're watching us next week, which you should be, you'll see exactly what it looks like. It seems delicious, and we're having a good time. So, Juancho, how was your weekend?
Stuck in the house because I was dealing with Irma.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah, Irma's a dirty bit. Oh, can I say?
See, I like how you stopped that. I mean, did you want to?
Irma's a dirty.
Fantastic.
Can I say the H-O?
Dirty girl?
H-O-R-E.
He's whispering and spelling in my ear. No, we cannot. This is a family podcast, Juancho.
Irma's dirty.
Dirty girl.
Dirty
girl.
Messed up my weekend.
Why am I smiling so hard when I say that?
Messed up my birthday weekend.
Oh, yes. I mean, we did say happy birthday last podcast. But yes, we were supposed to have, what was it? A beach soiree, and it didn't happen. Which was really unfortunate. So yeah, it kind of messed up his thing. And I mean, not for nothing, Hurricane Irma kind of also stole the thunder of 9/11 16th anniversary. I'm just throwing that out there. Kind of stole that thunder
here
too.
In Florida. You know what? I hate it. You know what? It messed up my football weekend. I was supposed to watch Saturday game football, go to eat some wings, then Sunday have some football.
I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I really am. My weekend, same thing, dealing with the hurricane, which wasn't that bad on my side. It was me and Miles, which is Juancho's dog, and trying to avoid him defecating around my studio, which was a very interesting weekend.
You know what? But I actually told you how to do it, like how to take care of him at the end, and then he didn't poop anywhere.
That's not the point, though. You told me at the end, the last night, and it worked. So that was our weekend. It was kind of lame and windy.
Yep.
Juancho, what are you doing? He's playing on his phone. He's looking at a comic book, an interactive comic book. Could you focus? This is the podcast.
I just want to show you something.
I don't want to see it.
It's Palpatine. He's dead.
Yay, Palpatine's dead. Woo!
No, okay, but I'm glad because I'm getting prepared.
I'm done. Now what's
going on with the Geek Bros and Geek Girls? Absolutely nothing.
Pretty much, yeah. The hurricane kind of ruined that up, and I'm using it as my excuse this time. Watch the promo video that I did. I'm gonna keep promoting it. It was a really good promo video. So I watched it on TV. It looked really good.
You need to tighten up, bro.
So I need to tighten up. I will get you guys more stuff. I promise. I'm working on it. I'm really tired, but there's gonna be more stuff up the pike. There's still pending things. I'm officially calling it. Game of Thrones is not happening. That line of videos aren't happening for Geek Girls. Sorry. The crossover is still there. And the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man.
We're gonna finish 2018 and finally Spider-Man is gonna be released.
No, we have a non-spoiler, but the spoiler review, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's coming. So bear with me.
We don't have any soundboard this week because I left my charger where I was during
because Juancho hates comics and he's irresponsible.
But I will be singing all the things. Okay, so that's gonna be quite interesting.
That's gonna be horrible and haunting. Before we get started, don't forget, guys, that we have a social media presence. We've got the Facebook fan page.
Intro, the social media plug, important, and WeBeGeeksPC.com.
Cool. WeBeGeeksPC.com is the first place you can listen to our podcast every week. It's usually up around Thursday. Usually, sometimes Juancho gets really overzealous and he puts it up on Wednesdays, but every Thursday, WeBeGeeksPC.com. First place you can listen to our podcast.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
and it's fantastic.
This pasta is so citrusy that it's amazing. Like, it's beyond words how amazing this pasta is.
You're welcome. I cooked it because I'm really cool. Don't forget we have a Facebook fan page. That's facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. Instagram, same thing, Geek Bros with a 0. Twitter, Geek Bros with a 0. What else do we got?
I don't know, but me and Vibe been vibing a lot this week since there's been hurricanes. I've been like rooming with him.
It's been very interesting. Very interesting. He's seen me in my sensual pose in my underwear, half dressed, and
quite distracting. But yet I couldn't stop looking.
He couldn't stop looking.
It's like that. What is it? The movie? Have you ever seen Clerks 2?
Yes.
When they're in the donkey show.
Yes, the donkey
and
show.
And they're like, it's so weird, but we can't stop looking. That's exactly what happened to me.
So. Yes,
Steel.
By all means, and don't forget, this is all produced through my studio, vibestudios.com. That's VIBEREVSTUDIOS.com. Everything Vibe Studios, which right now is dominated by Geek Bros content. So I might as well just go there for all your Geek Bros plugs as well. So with that being said, Juancho, what brings us here today?
The new scent. We got comic book news. We got Captain Phasma and Darth Vader review, like we said last week. There's no movie standout this week because movies are going through a dry spell. I have one Pokemon news this week. We have the video games out weekly. Anime Invasion ain't happening because Vibe ain't doing his homework. J.J. Abrams, for open mic discussion, we got J.J. Abrams and Star Wars delay. Nintendo Direct recap. Before the podcast started today, I set 45 minutes to watch the Nintendo Direct. Suicide Squad 2 has the director and the writer. The Orville pilot episode review. Flash update. Juancho ain't doing his homework, so we have something coming up about a trailer. If I picked up, I don't know. Pew Die Pie apologizes once again for being racist. What's not new? Marvel Punisher. Joseph Gordon-Levitt to be an alien in Star Wars. We're gonna break that down. And final
was it a breakdown? You just told them.
Yeah, we're gonna break it down. What type of alien do you think he's gonna play based on his on his actor?
I got your alien right here.
This is a family podcast. And to end the podcast, we're gonna go deep, very extremely dirty into the Rick and Morty episode 7. breakdown.
I have no idea. All I know is that
The last episode aired this Sunday. We're gonna go really deep and dirty into it.
yeah. Unfortunately, we have to. Do we have to talk about it? It was
Fortunately, we have
no, because usually we just mention it, but we have to get deep into this. We have to really break this down. And you're right. Fortunately, I have a 7-point bullets and 7 questions and twists to talk about. Like, we're getting deep. This episode was so many layers. It's like an onion. You peel back so many layers. Well, Juancho, whenever you're ready, you can make your fake soundboard music.
I'm joking. The new scent.
New scent. That was terrible. That is definitely not how it
So
sounds.
we're gonna start with the Darth Vader review. So Vibe, let me show you. This is so the comic book takes Darth Vader after he defeats the Jedi. He takes him to Mustafar. Palpatine had to, or Emperor Palpatine, tells him, you need to go to a place where Vader became, which was Mustafar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he takes his lightsaber there and takes it apart and takes the
Well,
crystal out.
wait, hold on. Vader was born, technically, when he sliced off Mace Windu's hand, isn't it? So it shouldn't have been Coruscant?
No, when he no. When he actually did his final take and actually fought his teacher and killed, whatever. Long story short, that's where he became Vader. So what happens? He goes there and he takes the crystal apart. The crystal actually takes him into like a mind journey of him trying to get into the light side, and he's trying to like, the crystal's trying to get him back to the light side.
Wow.
He shows memory of Obi-Wan fighting and saving him, and then there's a scene in a comic book where you see Vader fighting Palpatine and him killing him, and him restoring the Force. But it turns out that was just a mind. When I read that, I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Is this new? No, it was just the Jedi, the crystal playing a mind trick on him. He overcomes that, and this picture I'm showing Vibe right now shows his frustration with the crystal.
Is he like slamming it down?
Yes, he's forcing it down, and then you see the pain, having him to carry Padme, and then look how the crystal comes out.
That wasn't Padme. That was his mother.
Oh, his mother? That's Padme. Oh, no, that's his mother. The pain of his mother. And what happens to the crystal? He forces it to turn to red. And then this is how the comic book ends. Master.
Why is he holding it like
and
that?
then Luke is coming back.
Oh. Why is it splitting his... Whoa. Huh.
So, Darth Vader comic book, we finally see how the red crystal came to be. Very, very well done these Vader books have been. I'm very excited. I have nothing but good things to say about it so far. So, moving forward, Vi just finished Captain Phasma book. The Captain Phasma comic book finishes right where the book ends. I'm assuming because they show the scene where she's trying to get into the thing to verify that everything was deleted, and she finds out that there was someone else inside that room that saw what happened that she needs to take out. So this book here is a countdown before the Star Killer base gets destroyed, and she's following this guy who she's trying to kill. Every time that she has an opportunity to kill, something happens. Either the Star Killer base moves and blah blah blah. There's a scene in the book that actually I liked, I'm trying to get to, is where you see Captain Phasma and she sees Rey and Kylo fight from the back, from the end. So Vibe, you see Kylo and
How'd she get out of the trash compactor?
she melted it.
She what?
She melted the door.
With what?
Something, because the door's melted. I'll show you. Look right here.
Oh, wow.
She blew a hole through it. So yeah, that's the book so far ends with her chasing the guy out of Starkiller base. That's how the book ends.
Okay.
So the book will then take you on to the next journey, to what happened. So
interesting.
So recommend you guys to read those books. I know we said it last time. I love them and can't wait to continue reading the series. Books out this week that we like. Darth Knight, Medal #2, Harley Quinn 25th Anniversary Special #1, and The Runaways #1. two of those are DC Comic Books 5, if you can tell. And one of them is actually a Marvel book. The Runaways is the new series that's coming to Freeform for the MCU TV show.
Okay.
So that's pretty much where Runaways is coming from.
I'm really proud of you.
Alright, so movies stand out this week. Absolutely nothing this week. And unfortunately, there are movies out this week for the month of September and August. I guess seem very dull. I don't see any movies that I like to see, or I don't think any movie that I would like to see. So yes, no movies out that we're
That's
gonna
not
mention.
true. The Kingsman is coming soon. I mean, you decided the other day that we're gonna go see the Kingsman.
But so far, I mean, that's September 22nd. That's towards the end.
Correct, but you said that you don't see anything for August and September. You lies.
You know what? I hate you.
Lies. Deception.
More lies.
More lies. What are you doing?
Alrighty, so moving forward, in Pokemon news, I wanna be the very best. No one ever watched Pokemon to catch them.
What the heck was that, Tourette's?
Waka waka. To make it is my cause. Squirtle. This without some words not the same. It's not the same. Alright, guys. So we got the second Halloween or first Halloween event for Pokemon Go users. Last year for Halloween, there was an opportunity to catch different ghost type, or the ghost type were more seen more frequently. This time you're going to be able to catch a different type of Pokemon. This article is coming from the express.co.uk. Pokemon Go fans have been treated to some good news this week, as sources seemingly confirm a new Halloween event for 2017. The Pokemon Go Halloween celebration was one of the first in-game events to be introduced to the Niantic app last year, and according to /Gear sources, the Halloween event will return in October 2017. Last year's Halloween event, as I stated, saw an increase on ghost-type Pokemon like Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. As a report points out, these three Pokemon are likely to be joined by Gen 2 Pokemon, Misdreavus. The site also suggests that the Dark Pokemon will increase spawn rates during the event, but why stop there? Multiple Ghost-type Pokemon made their debut in Gen 3, which makes Halloween the perfect time to introduce a selection of brand new Pokemon to the game. I would love to see the Gen 3 Pokemon Ghost-type come up, because they are really one of the first really ghost spirited Pokemon vibe. You that your kids play Pokemon, and you as a not a Pokemon Go fan, but as a Pokemon, let's say, fanboy, I will say, you've seen the ghost type Pokemon. Would you like to see the Gen type Pokemon?
I have to be perfectly honest with you. Like we've talked, even when we discussed it in our Geek Bros Pokemon Go web series episode, shameless plug, I made it very clear that I haven't gone past Gen 1 really. Maybe as far as Gen 2 was at Johto's Gen 2, but so if you're asking me about Gen 3 or Gen 4 or anything else of Pokemon, I have no opinion because I don't know any of them. Okay, so yes, I would love to see Gen 3 come in Pokemon Go.
I hope you get diarrhea. Video games out this week, guys. Tuesday, September 12th, we have PS 2018. There's a soccer game for PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition for Switch. YS8 La Cromosa of Donna for PC, PS4, and Vita. Destiny 2, Leviathan Raid Launch. Leviathan Raid Launch. Bloody Zombies for PS4 and PSVR. Butter and Friends, Babysitter Sim PS4, Dream Break PS4, Xbox One, Get Over Here for PS4, Happy Dungeons for PS4, Inside Limbo Double Pack for PS4 and Xbox One, Maze for PS4, Manifest 99 for PSVR, NASCAR Heat 2 for PS4, Xbox One, Planet of the Ice for PS4, Samurai Shodown V Special for PS4 and Vita, Time Record for PS4, Tooth and Tail for Linux, Mac, PC, and PS4. Trulon the Shadow Engine for PS4. VR Cards for PSVR. That's Tuesday. Thursday, September 14th, Divinity Original Sin 2 for PC, which I love and I have it on my computer. Baja Edge of Control for HD for PS4. Beach Buggy Racing for Switch. Earthlock Festival of Magic for Wii U. Kingdom New Lands for Switch. Pan, A Tiny Big Adventure for Switch. Percy's Predicament Deluxe for 3DS. Semisphere for Switch. And Quest of Dungeons for Switch. Friday, September 15th. Big games.
You gotta take a
Dishonored,
breath.
Death of Outsiders for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Metroid Samus Returns for 3DS, September 15th. NBA Live 2018 for PS4 and Xbox One. And NHL 18 for PS4, Xbox One. So we finally see Metroid Samus Returns back to the consoles. I'm excited. Like I said, Nintendo out of nowhere is getting all this boost. So I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see what else they have in store. After the video game segment, we usually do anime invasion, but because Vibe ain't doing his homework and ain't listening to me, we're gonna go ahead and skip.
That's not true. It's not that I'm not doing my homework. What assignment did you give me for use the utensils, dog?
Death Note.
You did not give me Death Note. I gave myself Death Note. Okay.
And have you watched it?
I have not.
Okay then, shut your mouth.
Okay. Wait, how dare you? You're not gonna throw it in my face when we get to Flash, okay? So don't you even try it, okay?
I have defenses for that, so...
No have defenses for that, my behind. You were so close.
So, as we move forward, we got the good news this week. I think it's good news. I think it's great news. Star Wars fans. J.J. Abrams has been assigned directing the final of this trilogy. Episode 9. This will cause a delay to the movie. This article is coming from Polygon, which says Star Wars Episode 9 delayed to December 2019. I'm excited to see J.J. Abrams finish the saga just like he started. A lot of people might say, "Oh, but J.J. Abrams again," but I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I really did. I really enjoyed it, just like I enjoyed the other trilogies. I enjoy a good story, and the story was good. Maybe the cinematography wasn't good, or maybe the acting wasn't good at certain points, but the story was really well, and I enjoyed it. Vibe, J.J. Abrams takes helm. Do you think Kathy Kennedy would say, "Oh, you know what? Let me just go with the guy that actually got along with and did great with Force Awakens"?
Probably. It's a safe bet. But, yes, Force Awakens was a good movie. It was a good Star Wars fanboy movie. You know, I believe it like that. Did it rehash a lot of the original trilogy? Absolutely. But I can't blame squarely JJ for that. You see what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. I think JJ was given a mandate, and he said, "Listen, we want to go somewhere great with this new trilogy, but we got to win their trust back. You got to give us something in the vein of A New Hope, of the original trilogy, and expand from that." And so that's what he did. He was hired to do a job. I think he did the right thing for the job that he was given.
Now, do you think that the move they did was because Disney also has a big movie coming out in May of 2019? Infinity War is scheduled to be May 3rd. And that's the same month that the episode 9 was supposed to be released.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I mean, I think that'd be a great quarterly fiscal order for them. That would be perfect.
That would be something that, you know what, I'm pretty sure they did it. They want to say, okay, let's see what happens, and let's just destroy the rest of the year. And let's just go ahead and blow everyone's mind up.
No, I think that you know, when they approached JJ and he agreed, I can guarantee he wants to address the criticism that he's gotten for his cut and paste of A New Hope. You know, so what he wants to do is, listen, I'll direct this, but I need to rewrite this script. I need to look at it. I need to put my fresh coat on it. I need to prove to the masses that, listen, I can make an original Star Wars movie. I can close this saga out. I might have started it. I can close it out. I think they delayed it because he basically said, and rightfully so, I want to make this my own. I'll follow you guys' template, but I want to make this my own. I want to show them that I'm not going to make a Return of the Jedi. I'm going to make Episode 9, The Desolation of Smog, whatever they're going to call it. So I think it was done because JJ requested it, or they're giving it to him to make it his own, to help him.
You think they're giving it to him because he's been like really? Because I know he's been really hurt of him not being able to do Episode 2.
He wasn't hurt. He chose not to do it. Remember? And then he regretted it when he read the script. So that's the difference. No, I think they asked him. He said sure. He just said, listen, just make sure that I do what I want to do, and let me make the movie that I know I can make. Let me show everybody that look, I have chutzpah. I can make a good movie, a good Star Wars movie that's beyond whatever the criticism is. I mean, Force Awakens was great. I mean, I enjoyed it, but the criticisms are legit. They're just. But like again, I don't believe it was JJ's writing. I don't believe it was JJ's directing. I believe he was given a task to do, and he fulfilled it and made it as unique as he possibly could. But he had to follow these beats, and he was told, follow these story beats and introduce new characters and make them likable. And, you know, you see what I'm trying to say? It's still a lot. Juancho, are you on your phone while we're talking?
I'm listening to you. Yeah. don't give me that BS because you were on your phone.
I'm always on my phone. I was
talking about Pokemon.
Hold on. I'm always on my phone, but you do like to try to throw it in my face.
And do you pay attention to me?
No, because you
exactly. But I was paying attention to you.
Because you're not talking about something that I would listen to. I don't care about Pokemon. Look, Vibe doesn't like Pokemon. Pokemon's stupid. Well, at least now it is. It used to be good. Except for that Pokemon Duel. I'm into that. We'll talk about that another time.
Alright, Vibe, since you want to be a punk. So I'm excited for Star Wars. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about the Nintendo Direct recap.
Now, I didn't watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a pure Juancho segment. I don't think I'm going to talk. I'm going on my phone.
So, Nintendo 3DS. I hate you so much. The first thing was mentioned, Nintendo 3DS. So they did show a gameplay or Sun and Moon Ultra.
Can we stop for a minute? Can you explain what Nintendo Direct is first?
I have no idea. Every other month I get an alert saying, "Oh, Nintendo Direct." They're releasing a whole bunch of games.
So what is it?
I guess it's like an E3 for Nintendo. It just mentioned a whole bunch of games coming up.
Oh, is this a magazine, a print article, a video?
Nintendo Direct. Am I saying a video? Did I say anything?
What is Nintendo Direct? I don't know what Nintendo Direct is.
You go to YouTube and you watch them live.
So it's a video, Juancho. Yes. You can't just tell it to our audience.
Can I finish?
But you didn't say what it was. Do you even direct, bro?
Do you even podcast, bro?
You know what? I quit.
So they did first for the 3DS, Sun and Moon purchase. If you purchase the game before January 10th, you do get the dust form of Lycanroc. If you purchase it digitally, you'll get 10 quick balls. On September 22nd, if you purchase gold and silver, you'll receive a Celebi for your Sun and Moon or Sun and Moon Ultra. Their first mention is the Ultra Beasts. And November 3rd, there'll be a Pokeball 3DS edition. So, Vibe, how many 3DS will there be? How many editions will there be? Are these people collecting this whole bunch of random 3DS because of their edition? You don't have a special edition Pokeball 3DS. It's pretty crazy.
You say I left them with dead air? No, listen. I know there are plenty of people that like these 3DSs. They like the special editions. They collect them, actually. Okay, Theo Starr, if it was up to him, he'd collect them, but he keeps losing them. So, no, I see the... But how is that any different than, like... No, it's not true, because the new phones are supposed to be new... Whatever. Yeah. It's collectible. It's a collectible item. And then you resell it on eBay.
So, the next game, the new Mario and Luigi game is coming out. And the Bowser's Minions is coming up for 3DS. The Goomba and Turtle Amiibos will be out on October 6th. Kirby Battle Royale for the 3DS was mentioned. New Lantar's series, the 7th edition. You know the game in 3DS where you use a puzzle game? It's a detective game. Lantar's.
Never heard of it.
Okay, that's out.
Dr. Mario.
Guess what? You kids love Minecraft, right?
They do.
Minecraft for the 3DS was announced today.
Minecraft for the 3DS. Really?
Yes, sir.
That's going to be...
There's also a game coming up for the 3DS called Mario Party Top 100, which will combine 100 of the games, the mini games, throughout all the 10 Mario Party games out there. So that should be fun.
Who's picking the top 100?
They are.
Oh, carry on.
Apollo Justice Ace Attorney will have a new game. So if I missed any of the other games for 3DS, guys, turn into Nintendo.com, check for the direct. You'll see all the news there. Now moving on to the Switch, which I'm loving, by the way. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be out December 1st, 2017. Vibe, you saw a little bit of the glimpse of Xenoblades when you were passing by.
I liked it. I actually liked it. It looked good. It was like, ooh, Xeno whatever, and then I walked away.
Oh, yes. Splatoon 2 will have updates on September 15th, which I'm liking this game a lot. There's a new shooter game coming out for the Switch called Morpheus Morphic's Laws. So that should be fun. A new mobile game is coming out, Arena of Valor. Skyrim comes out on November 17th. Doom Holiday will come out on Holiday 2017. Wolfenstein 2 will come out this 2018 coming up. I don't know what I wrote there, but sure, Bob. Square Enix new RPG Project Octopath Traveler will be an HD-2D game, which will have a 2D feel to it, but will have a high resolution graphic to it, which will make it feel like it's a 3D game, which looks really well. I actually enjoyed the artistic of it. Dragon Quest Builder Spring 2018. Lost Sphere on January 23rd, 2018. Sonic Force on November 7th, 2017. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rockstar is coming to the Switch. What game? The reboot of LA Noire, November 14th. A big mention of the game was Mario Odyssey, which they showed different type of realms for it. I actually pre-ordered the game this week from GameStop. I already have my pre-order ready to go. October actually can't come any sooner. I'm gonna pick that game up right away. Nintendo's running on all cylinders right now. There's nothing to stop them. I'm enjoying the Switch a lot. I'm trying to get Vibe to get one. I doubt he's gonna get one.
That's not true. I committed to getting one. I just need an excuse to get one. There's a huge difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is big news right now. I have power at my house. Thank you very much.
Ladies and woo! Get out of my house.
Damn. Savage.
Is it too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Alright, so moving forward here after Nintendo's direct here.
Your transitions aren't on point today at
What?
all.
Bro, I don't have my computer. I don't even feel about that. I don't even have the soundboard, bro.
What does that have
Even
to do
soundboard,
with
bro. It messes me up, bro.
Why
Leave me alone, bro.
Why are you eating the food, bro? Or
I'm
drinking
trying to
a drink,
eat.
bro?
Do you see all the topics I'm talking? Are you even talking, bro?
Sorry.
Shoot. Moving forward, Suicide Squad 2 has a writer and a director. How about you talk about that?
I don't wanna.
Then, shut up. Warner Bros. Has hired Gavin O'Connor to write and direct the sequel to David Ayer's 2016 super villain movie Suicide Squad. The Hollywood Reporter confirmed that O'Connor is best known for his work on Pride and Glory, The Accountant, and Warrior, will handle both writing and directing duties for Suicide Squad 2. Mel Gibson has previously rumored to directing the role for directing the role. So, Suicide Squad 2 has a director and a writer. Will this movie eat poop, or will it be good like the first one and make me and Vibe cry?
Will this movie eat poop? What a question to ask our audience. I'm sorry. Juancho was off his game today.
Me and Vibe yesterday, as I'm sleeping over, we saw the show called The Orville.
We did. It was good.
Tell me, Vibe, how do you feel?
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It was good. The interactions with me and Juancho, watching it at the time, talking and laughing a little bit. This is a classic question about whether the critics are always wrong and how much should fans and the audience put in critics' responses. The Orville has gotten horrible reviews.
Right.
Absolutely terrible reviews. Was the Orville's first episode great? No.
I liked it.
Was it anything special? No. Did the jokes fall flat a lot? Yes. But was it as bad as the critics made it sound? Absolutely not. It was totally watchable. You got a little bit of the humor there, but they were trying to go for something more grounded. It was a little bit less slapstick like the what was it? Galaxy Quest was, and I love Galaxy Quest. Okay, it was like trying to be, if Galaxy Quest were trying to take themselves a little bit too seriously, but it was still kind of funny. The production value of the first episode of The Orville was amazing. I have to stress that. I couldn't believe the graphics that I was looking at. And this is coming from a Seth MacFarlane live action. I thought it was going to be crappy, campy, and weird. it was pretty darn good. I mean, Juancho, don't you agree?
Yeah, I actually agree. I actually enjoy. No. Hold on. You can be catching me off guard like that, bro. I don't agree with you because I enjoyed the full episode. From
No, I'm talking about the production quality. That was
the production quality was amazing.
Exactly. I was saying that was great. So
Seth MacFarlane came out like, what is his budget, bro?
Guns blazing.
Like,
It was. I was really impressed by the production value. But I gave you guys my impression. It's okay. I say watch it. It's a good experience. Will I continue following the series? Probably not.
I will.
But Juancho was giggling. But Juancho, give us your comprehensive review.
I enjoyed it. I thought that the whole wife thing was going to be weird, but it actually felt good.
No, it didn't. Right. No, it didn't.
Bro.
It felt forced.
Bro.
Oh my god, my voice is... it was so forced, my voice cracked. Forced?
Is that what it sounds like when you're...
No. Not even a little bit.
You know what? I enjoyed it. From the beginning to the end, the movie... There were certain scenes in this pilot episode that felt like... But the overall, I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed where this is going. I enjoyed that this is a pity. Oh, I'm a pity guy. Oh, spoilers alert. The captain of the Orville, got pitied into getting... He got pity job. Is it called pity job?
You could say that, but apparently the ex-wife made a plea for him to get this captain job to help him out, to atone for... Well, back in the beginning, basically they're broken up.
Let's break that scene down. She got squirted...
A family podcast, by the way.
She got hit by a whole bunch of blue ink in her face.
So basically the main guy, and this is the sad part about it, is that the show was so run of the mill that it's forgettable that I can't even give you the names of the main characters, unfortunately. But the main character, Seth MacFarlane's character, the captain, before he became a captain, walks in on his wife having an affair with a blue alien, and
he squirts on her blue.
And that's basically it. It's over. They have a divorce. They cut to a year later.
Face?
No. He squirts blue in her face because he's surprised or something.
That's what he said.
That's what she said. Family podcast. But we jump forward, and basically he's offered a position. He became a recluse. He became a ne'er-do-well. He became, all the promise he had was gone for the last year. He was drinking a lot, coming in late, and he was no longer anybody's favorite. They thought he was going to be a prize. So he gets this job to be the captain of the Orville, and when we cut to the end, we find out that it was his ex-wife, who also asked to be his XO as penance. She felt really bad about it, and so she joined the as his XO and gave him the opportunity and made the plea for him to get it as a way of atoning for it. At the end of it, I don't know if this is going to come back into play. You know what I'm saying? It probably will, but here's the thing. Why will it matter?
Won't matter. Because
it's a secret. Now you know for a fact that when you
I think that's gonna spill somewhere in the episode in the series.
It's going to, but it's gonna upset him, and it's obviously gonna upset him. It's gonna be because here's the thing. This is what I predict. If I even watch the show anymore,
you will.
They're gonna start feeling each other because you already saw it. He was warming up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Romance is gonna ensue. Maybe at the end of the season, they're gonna consider. Maybe they're gonna kiss or make sweet, non-alien love, and then somebody's gonna let it spill. Oh, she helped you get the captain's chair, and he's gonna be like, darn it, you did this, and I thought it was on my own merit. You know what? To hell with you.
Can I ask you a question? You listen to Seth MacFarlane, his movies so far, that he's actually not played a character, a cartoon character.
All I hear is Brian.
Me too.
All I hear is Brian. So
I hear Peter Griffin and Stewie.
In what?
In his voice.
Where? All I hear is Brian.
All I hear talk is think about Stewie Griffin.
All I hear is
the problem that I have with him.
All I hear is Brian. But so the show, do I recommend watching it? Absolutely. Even if just for the production value alone, you should watch it because it was something to see. But it is run of the mill. It's not as bad as the critics say, and don't let that turn you off to it. You might even like it. You might be like Juancho and giggle throughout the entire time. So that's the Orville, and
Juancho ain't doing his homework. Been busy. That's it. No excuses.
Wow, what a segue. Juancho, to remind you guys, I had reviewed a whole bunch of CW next season trailers, and Juancho was I guess attracted to the Flash, and he promised our listeners that he'd watch the entire 3 seasons and
by the end of the new season to come.
Moving on, and he would give us a play-by-play every time we did a review of what he was thinking. He has a problem with Cisco. He wasn't feeling the season 2, and we never really got into what he was thinking about Savitar's character so far. Because I don't know how far. How far did you get into season 3 so far?
I haven't gotten to Sabotage.
You haven't got to season 3 at all?
I am season 3, but I haven't gotten to that character yet.
Okay, so you got to the other one, the little mask guy that talking. Okay, how you feel about him?
We're talking mask guy.
The one who's turning all these guys into husks and
I'm
making
not even
them
there yet.
Wow.
I'm just finished the reverse Flash messing up everything.
Oh, so you just finished Flashpoint?
Yes.
Wow, that is unfortunate. So, in that same vein, they actually released a new promo for the Flash that that we're gonna watch right now for season 4. It's a 30-second promo, and it seems to be interesting. So we're gonna play it for you right now. Respond to it, Flash.
You need to prepare yourselves. Barry, you're home.
I made you a new suit. Wanna take it for a spin?
Oh.
Flash is back.
Who's more angry?
So basically, the Flash returns. It's basically showing he's back. It shows that he's got a beard. Apparently, Cisco says they made him a new suit, and he seems a little off, a little darker. So it seems interesting. They showed a little samurai guy. It was a quick little promo. I liked it. It was cute. You know, it was funny. Cisco was in it. I like Cisco.
I hate Cisco. Cisco's
Of course you don't.
BI.
So I'm really excited about season 4 of The Flash. Does that promo at least tickle you to make you get back into watching The Flash?
I'm gonna finish watching The Flash, bro. Did I say I was gonna stop?
Okay, but you didn't. Okay, please tell our listeners why you didn't. You haven't watched.
I've been busy.
I've been busy. You want to elaborate?
Yeah, playing Switch.
Oh, you're such a disappointment.
What's your excuse for one not watching my anime?
Hold on now. I've got a studio to run. I've got a
Which
podcast
you're
to
not
do with
producing
you.
any Geek Bros
That
stuff
is not
or Geek Girl stuff.
That's not the point. I do more than just Geek Bros and Geek Girl stuff. Don't even try me. Okay, you know I work really hard. I had two favors to do. One of them was for, shout outs to Linda and her friend Paula, who just went off to Ireland. I did a fantastic re-edit.
Let's talk about Linda.
Hold on. I did a fantastic re-edit of her friend's going away party, and it was just, even I teared up a little bit at the end of it.
Can we break down Linda real quick?
You want to break down Linda? How do you want to break down
I
Linda?
don't know. Shout out to Linda.
Linda's our new scent. So, basically, I've done a couple of things. Just because you don't see me posting, I'm still editing every day. It's just, different things. But I will be watching Death Note, and I will definitely be talking to you guys about Death Note and comparing it to the Netflix movie, which I loved. In the vein of Juancho. Moving on.
Pew Die Pie, talk to me.
Okay, so
All he does is complain and says.
So basically, Pew Die Pie has been under some serious scrutiny, and this is not.
I think he's just racist.
This is the latest news that's been going on. This is nothing new. The first time was he did some he had hired these two guys on Fiverr to write Death to All Jews, and he didn't think it was gonna happen, and he actually did it. He was actually shocked, but he still put it on YouTube. Then he did another Hitler thing kind of thing, and that was supposed to be a joke, and to the point where I think Disney dropped him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it got. And so apparently, he said something else again, racist online. And so this article comes from Yahoo, which Hanjo hates. It goes, "I'm just an idiot. Top YouTuber PewDiePie apologizes for racial slur usage." Last week, the world's most popular YouTuber said the N-word while live streaming Backlash, and was immediate. Backlash was immediate. Oh, okay. I thought the game was called Backlash. The backlash was immediate, and while his fans managed to make excuses for him, the YouTuber told his more than 57 million subscribers that he had no excuse for his language. The apology came in a video posted today.
Title my response.
What is it? What today's date?
16th.
I guess the 16th.
No,
And
it's the 16th.
yeah, whatever.
The 13th.
And it was called Title My Response. It says, "It's not that I think I can say or do whatever I want and get away with it. That's not it at all. I'm just an idiot," is what PewDiePie says. So his controversy is going... Huh?
Say his name.
Felix Kajabillberg?
It's
Kajabillberg? I don't know. So in his past so he's got a lot of past controversy. So this is another thing that's being controversial. I bring it up because YouTube is my main platform for this studio and for Geek Bros, and even for a secondary platform for this podcast. And even Juancho and I have a problem with being blocked for certain things that are considered shocking content. I have no idea how he can get this stuff out there on YouTube and they don't block him for shocking content, because it happens to us all the time. That's why we have to be slightly less reserved on our podcast and on our videos. We even got a strike because of having Garbanzo's dog in it, thinking, because of the joke that we had played in it. So I had to bring it up because it is a censorship kind of thing, and it's also a being politically correct, but it's also, are we just too sensitive? Are we going to be stifling this gentleman's creative stuff because now he's going to get backlash for the words that he uses, whether it be satirical or not? Do I believe he is racist or prejudiced? No. Do I believe he's a comedian and he may take it too far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's all it really is, But does that make it okay? I don't know. But he makes a living from this stuff, and there's a lot of shocking content, a lot of shocking artists out there, there's a lot of shocking comedians out there that do the same thing in stand up and reality, and they make a living from it.
So much shockness.
What do you think about this?
What I think about this is Pew Die Pie needs to get it together. He knows that his stuff is being watched because of all the incidents that he's had. Bro, it's simple. You know what you're going to talk about. Just just relax, bro. You're getting good money right now. Why mess it up even more?
I agree. He is kind of sabotaging his brand, and I don't think I don't know why he just wouldn't retreat from those kind of things. But
I mean, he had good with Disney. I don't know how good he has it now, but we're having an issue with YouTube. Censoring us. I can't say this. I can't say that. But yeah, we're still able to go on iTunes and Google and still submit the podcast without a problem. Yes, we're going to put explicit content in it because we are adults here. We are. We do curse, we do have, unfortunately that's the way our society is. Even though we don't want to,
that's definitely the way Juancho is.
That's the way Vibe is as well. Locker room talk?
Yes, we have locker room talk.
Is that what President Trump says to do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow any of it. Too soon.
No, but keep it nice and simple. Pew Die Pie, get it together, bro. I do understand your frustration. I do understand, the people's frustration towards you. Just keep it together, man. That's all I gotta say to you, man.
I don't know. I'm just saying that I just don't sabotage you. You got a good thing, and greater people are falling for far less than what's going on with you. So, chillax, and all that good stuff, and don't break that. Sorry. Okay? Because we don't want to see you punished.
I'm gonna fart. That was actually a good transition.
That was a good transition. I was waiting for you to say something.
That was actually a good transition.
Marvel's Punisher. That's our next. I freaking hate Juancho. He just sits there like, I want to fart. That's not what it is. Come on. So, Marvel's The Punisher coming out on Netflix, and this is what we're gonna discuss what we do and do not know right now. There is a rumored release date. That's number one. And this article is coming from CheatSheet. .com, and it's what we know so far. So far, what do we know? There's a rumored release date, and as far as we know, the official IMDb page is not lying to us. It's coming out November 2017. So that's what we're hoping for. Next page. Number 2, Frank Castle. The Frank Castle you'll find in this story is not the Punisher. So I assume that this is going to be a retroactive story. But let me see. The quote you see above is pulled straight from interview with John something, running through season 2, his own journey with the character. Frank Castle's in. Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. Ads popping up. The series will pick up, hinting more of an origin. Yeah, it's an origin story than a continuity. So they're going backwards. So my only problem is, though, is that there's a character from Daredevil that shows up in it. So how does that work out? Maybe it's going to be like a, origin story, then jump past Daredevil season 2 kind of thing.
Sure it's gonna happen.
That's what's probably gonna happen to explain that.
We got the first teaser.
We got the first teaser, so it's not a full-fledged teaser. It's 25 seconds, and it looked pretty good. So we did get that teaser. That's what we know so far. The first trailer. Number 4. It's not loading.
Click it. You didn't click it.
I did click it.
No, you clicked it.
I did. Okay. Well, number 4 is not coming up.
That's what she said.
This is not working out the way I planned it.
That's what she said.
It's not.
That's not what she said.
That is not what she said. Too soon.
Too soon. Alright, I guess that's gonna end the
So
Punisher.
that's gonna end the Punisher. I'm being punished because it's not loading. So that's 3 of 7 things we may know. If you know anything else,
wait, there you go.
Oh, there it is. Oh, the show. We know the show. We know the showrunner. The showrunner. A TV series is only as good as its showrunner, and it proves that true for the Punisher. We could be in it for an epic run. Stephen Lightfoot will be at the helm. He's the executive producer and the showrunner and the writer, and he comes from NBC's Hannibal, so that's interesting. I've never seen any of Hannibal, but I've heard some good stuff about it. Number 5, why is this a big deal? Well, it's always exciting when a superhero series with this potential gets the okay. The Punisher is a good case because Marvel's original deal with Netflix included Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, and The Defenders. A Punisher series was never actually part of the conversation. It only found itself to be in it because it was a wildly popular portrayal in Daredevil, so that's fantastic. So that's why it's a big deal. I don't know why this is something we need to know, but the series is rumored to feature Punisher's sidekick, Microchip. I didn't know Punisher had a sidekick.
Neither did I.
So that's interesting. I need to probably brush up on my Punisher because Juancho hates comics. And last but not least, the official logo for the Netflix series has been revealed. It says The Punisher with a big skull and Marvel on top.
That's what she said.
And that is all we know so far about The Punisher, and I'm excited about it. Are you excited to see this?
I'm excited. I want to see the Punisher.
I like the teaser trailer.
I want to see the Punisher punish people.
So I liked it. Okay, and I'm hoping that we're not gonna be. I can't use that one again. I was gonna say I was hoping that we're not being punished by Josh Levitt.
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a handsome young man, and I want look. You see this article real quick? You see where it's coming from?
Is that what?
Wait. I'm gonna show. You see where this article's coming from?
From Game Radar.
Where was your article coming from before?
From Yahoo.
Exactly. I changed your article.
Why'd you change my article?
Because I don't like Yahoo.
What's the difference?
I don't like Yahoo.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi has its first confirmed cameo. Joseph Gorden-Levitt.
It's gonna be an alien. Woo-hoo!
He's gonna be an alien, which means he's probably just gonna be hidden in there. We're not gonna see him anyway.
Handsome young man.
Whatever. So that's interesting. Everybody wants to be in a Star Wars movie. There are only so many chosen ones and Jedi Masters can be found.
A Mexican alien. Too soon.
So
I want to be an alien.
When Rian Johnson,
J.J. Abrams, listen to me. I know you hear me because we got some studios to hear us at one point. I want to be an alien in the movie. I want Vibe to be an Ewok again.
Well, it says here...
soon?
It's too soon. It says here he does have a cameo, but it's only as a voice of an alien in the film. So, I don't know, how far that's going to go. But I'm going to move beyond that because that is boring. Sorry, guys. I just wasn't feeling it. And Juancho talks too much. Because I'm ready to get down and deep and really break down Rick and Morty. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen this is going to be the most spoilerific review so far of a Rick and Morty show episode on this podcast. You stop listening right here now if you haven't, because I'm going to break this thing down.
He's going to break it down. He's going to give it to you. Good.
First, Juancho, episode begins with the Atlantis trip fake out.
Oh my god, that was the best scene ever.
How did you feel about that?
That was awesome. I was so excited to see them go into Atlantis, and then...
So it begins with them. They're going to go... another pair of them comes in saying, hey, listen, can you come in and donate to the Citadel Fund? He's like, no, I killed them. I don't care. So, and the takeaway line from that scene is when the Morty of the Rick that came through the portal asking for donations, that Rick told his Morty, don't bother. It's like asking for donations for the police's ball to a black teen.
No, tied to a black man.
Huh?
Tied to a black man.
What?
That's what it said.
No, it says... it wasn't.
Policeman's ball to a black teen.
To a black teen, exactly. Savage. So and that's basically a self-reference on Trayvon Martin, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut when I heard that. So once I heard that line, I said, "Yup, it's gonna be one of those episodes.
And they said that this season was going to be super dark. And
Well, this is onion-tastic. So the real title shows up, Tales from the Citadel. Now, one thing I realized upon my third watching of it is that if you pay attention to the intro with the music, you are introduced to all the characters that are going to be showcased. All the different Ricks and Mortys are going to be showcased. It's actually in the intro. I didn't realize that. So it cuts to a commercial for Simple Rick.
oh my god,
Okay?
that was hilarious.
And so it tells the story of Simple Rick. 'Cause he's like in the multiverse, there's a Rick that plays more with his daughter than he does with science, and he loves her, and he understands it's great. And it says, and we hooked him up, and we loop his memories over and over again, and the pleasure that's secreted from his brain is what goes into these Simple Rick wafer cookies.
Can we skip to one?
No, we cannot. No, we cannot. No, we cannot.
Loved it.
That was so funny. That was my first big laugh, and I said, "Wow, you guys are dark." So, and I loved it. I completely loved it. Simple Rick's wafers is just like like a wafer, and basically the main ingredient is the happiness secreted from a random Rick. Literally, it's just this pink goo that drips out of his head. Yeah. What did you think about that? I'm like, are you serious?
That was funny.
Next part about another part of this episode was the Citadel election. Now, it was one of the points in this was that actually a Morty was running for president against a bunch of Ricks. The really interesting part about it, though, is that he, I call him Candidate Morty. Okay, he has a little thing with his campaign manager, where his campaign manager, they're on it, but he doesn't really believe in Candidate Morty, and I find it to be very interesting because he's like, Candidate Morty seemed very, very sure of himself, and it was kind of interesting to go from there. And actually, they had a spoof of the election debate. And what did you think about that?
That was funny. I enjoyed that. I was like, damn, Morty actually like.
No, we're not there yet. I'm referring to the response because they asked all the Ricks different questions. All the Ricks either farted or they did something silly. Yeah. The juggling Rick, when he was asked a very important question, says, "Well, this is what we need to do." He doesn't really answer the question, and he's juggling things while he's at it. And that is
exactly what our president
elections do. Yes, that they don't really answer the question. And they juggle different things to make a distraction. So that was very interesting. So they cut to the Training Day parody. Okay, you cut to a random Rick being picked up by a aged looking, I don't know how that works. I don't know how the ages work because he looks really older. Yeah. But it looks like a worn down, withered down Morty. Now this is obviously a parody on Training Day. Morty is savage and Rick is sensitive, okay? What did you feel about that interaction when you first met them?
When I saw that I was like, dang man, Morty on Morty violence. It's gonna happen. Like I actually felt I'm like crap.
Because you see this is going. He seemed very, very prejudiced against his own.
Yeah, he's like yellow shirts.
He called them the yellow shirts, and it's obvious a social satire of ethnic and minority cops and how they feel about their own minority when they're in a place of power.
And there was a part of the scene where he just shook. He tased them while they were touching the car.
Yeah, tased them for anything. You know, he's like, get off of it, and he cursed at him, and it actually shocked sensitive Rick, saying, "I've never seen a Morty, act like this to their own kind." Morty Town. Can we talk about Morty Town?
The ghetto.
Listen. My God, I mean, when I say this is a deep cut, Mortys have their own hood, and it says Mortys that don't have Ricks become that are homeless and awful and terrible, and it's like again, you're talking about
minority.
Yeah, you're talking about minorities, and you're talking about minorities missing the dad complex usually.
Yeah.
You notice that? I said, wait a minute. Are you talking about minorities and how dads run away and it's just and they kind of run the streets in gangs and they're looking for that fatherly figure or that group to go to? I was like, wow, you guys are really just digging deep in there. So Mortys go back without Ricks. So it's funny because that's implying a little something different. Because remember, Ricks need Mortys to balance out the brainwaves. Mm-hmm. Now this is actually introducing a concept where Mortys need Ricks, and without Ricks, they become dark and ghettofied or violent or ruthless.
Yeah.
And that's what you see. You see a bunch of different versions of ruthless Mortys without any Ricks, and that's an interesting part. So, how did you feel about Mortys, the concept of Mortys, being placed in that ethnic minority category?
It was weird. I didn't ever thought of a Morty like that until yesterday. When I saw that
but
episode.
it made sense.
It really did. Like
It made sense.
It really made perfect sense. It felt right, but yet it felt so wrong.
It felt so wrong. The first time I watched it, I was uncomfortable. The third time, I was like, yes, so much Mortys. Okay, so look, now there's on the flip side of it, Rickless Mortys, the Morty School, which is like a spoof of Harry Potter Hogwarts. It's funny because they have that Rick
It's
looking
to train them back into getting yourself a Rick.
Rehabilitating Rickless Mortys to give them a purpose again, to be given to a new Rick, which is very interesting. We're introduced to 4 characters, kind of like not like a Breakfast Club kind of thing, but it's like a weird thing where, you know, they're bringing it up, and you know, we've got one looks like a lizard, one is called Cool Morty, one is Fat Morty, and one is like Nerdy Morty or whatever it is, and that they're brought up in
and
that
the fat
location.
Morty that he was left Morty the whole time.
What I thought was funny, exactly. You know what I thought? What was funny was what they call him, Slow Rick or no, Yes Tall Morty. What was it?
Okay.
There was a Rick in there. He was wearing a yellow shirt, and they said, "Yes, Slow Rick." I mean, Tall Morty.
Slow Morty.
So, another side story was the Willy Wonka parody. Now, it begins with, you know, it's the same
employee.
That's the same wafer cookie place that, you know, sucks the dreams for good stuff. The point of it is that a new Rick called Cool Rick, he gets a promotion over a working Rick, and it drives him nuts, absolutely nuts. Now, what's about to happen now is he actually goes into his boss's office, kills him. Now we can talk about, because as this is playing out, the candidate Morty is telling his massive speech, which wins over everybody. Yeah. Now, before we can get deep into this, you love that speech. Get into it real quick.
I love the speech
because this is playing over these scenes we're talking about.
It was talking about unity between the Mortys and the Ricks together, like not to separate them as Morty and Mortys versus Mortys or Rick versus Rick, as a unity. And
keeping up with the Geek Bros.
Sorry.
Knew
that was
leave
coming.
It alone. What are you touching it for?
I was not. I was putting it on mute.
The speech itself
Despacito.
was needed. I mean, I think it hit on a part on something that's been missing in this society for a long time about the unity, which was where I was able to connect with the story. That this unity speech was very dead on point to what we need in society right now, as a leader and as a unified country. That's just my opinion on the speech.
Excellent. And so while this speech is going on, and I totally agree, it was a very powerful speech. While this is going on,
and coming from a cartoon, which is very shocking, because that speech was freaking amazing.
That's the best way to do a social commentary. Is you hide it as an undertone in a medium that's not taking too seriously, but those who are really thinking, they pick up on it. Mm-hmm. So while this is going on, you're seeing all these things, and it's funny because now that we've given you the setup for all the things. Now there are twists. The twist with the savage cop Morty and the savage cop and the sensitive cop. Rick. Okay, you got Cop Rick has to kill Cop Morty, and he gets off.
He gets off. Yep.
He gets off. Gets off as in he gives up. They arrest him and he gets off uncharged. No charges. That's one of the.
But
twists.
that's one of the twists after the elections.
Correct.
So that's
correct.
the only reason
why. Well, we're gonna get to that, okay. But also the twist for the worker Rick becomes he gets saved by the Willy Wonka looking character, and he bigs him up like he's gonna have a whole new life. And the twist is he becomes the new ingredient for Rick's Simple Wafers, and they loop his gigantic success over and over again, and you know that's huge. Like, what was the point of all that for nothing? That was
pretty messed up.
That was messed up. I was shocked when that happened. Yeah. Okay. Slick Rick after the Slick Mortys after all the 4 Mortys go off looking for the wishing well after they leave Hogwarts. Okay, they're all talking about what they want for the wishing well, and the twist is that Slick Morty dives into the portal himself.
It turns out it's not a portal.
And it turns out it's not a portal. It's a trash portal. You know, so, that's an interesting twist. Like, where does that go, and will that be followed up on? Is that the end of that? And last but not least, the going back to the original story with Candidate Morty. Candidate Morty had an assassination attempt from the guy that he fired because he got a tip that this is not the Morty that you're looking for. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is not the alright Morty, but he survives. And the twist is, not only does he survive the assassination, he's revealed to be evil Morty from the episode with
all the Mortys.
with all the Ricks. Well, all the Mortys, but all the Ricks that were being killed and murdered. That reveal. Let me tell you something right now. I was like, yes! I can't exactly explain how excited I was, because the minute you heard that tone, that music, la 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 la, you knew exactly. They didn't have to show what was in the envelope that the campaign manager Morty saw. You didn't have to see that, because you knew exactly what they were trying to say, and he's ruthless.
Yeah, that guy's ruthless.
In that montage, what does he do? He closes the school down because it's going to be a new curriculum. He kills off the cabal that was apparently behind the Citadel's leaders. He kills off most of them. He
kills all the leaders, and he makes it into a new
regime, yeah, with a whole new logo and everything. So now I have 8 questions now that this has left me. First question: who is Trenchcoat Rick? Now, Trenchcoat Rick was the guy that gave the campaign manager, the fire campaign manager, the files about who this Morty was.
True.
Who was he, and how did he know?
Exactly, we need to know.
You know, if that wasn't our Rick, it probably wasn't our Rick. But then, how did he find out?
Exactly.
How did he know? What is Evil Morty's plan? Where is he going with all of this?
I really want to see what Evil Morty does this.
You know, this is a new Citadel. What does that mean? Does that mean that everyone's going to be equal, like he says? Are the Mortys going to take over, or is he going to subjugate both of them? Where does that trash portal go? I'm sorry, the Wishing Well portal. I'm dying to know. Like, where does that go? Like, where does it really go? Okay. Slick Rick said something at the campfire before they got to the Wishing Well. He said he's part of an experimental line of
Slick Morty.
Slick Morty. He was part of an experimental line of Mortys that have drama in them.
Yep, drama implants.
What experimental line of Mortys? Who's making them, and to what end?
I wonder if that's the scene where you see all the Mortys being packed up into like little toy figures.
That we see in the intro? Yeah, that makes sense. But then, if that's true, if we have a bunch of Mortys, and we have an abundance of Ricks and not enough Mortys, then why the rehabilitation school? Something seems wrong about that. Why are you mass-producing Mortys, or an experimental line of Mortys? What are you trying to do, you know? Mm-hmm. And then, what the F is the creepy Morty? There's a scene during the parody of the Training Day parody where Savage Cop God, it's so confusing. Savage Cop Morty and Sensitive Rick go to what's called the Creepy Morty, which is like a strip club version.
Oh yeah,
Morty's on Morty strip club.
Yeah, Morty's on Morty's.
The
creepy.
F is that?
What? That was really confused. I was really awkward. It made me feel uncomfortable. Especially
felt
when the
really...
cowboy Morty was like shooting up, and then the other Mortys were paying him.
No, what I was feeling awkward was the bearded Morty, and then the one with the Daisy Dukes.
Oh, can you dance?
This is such a great time. This is such a great time. What was that? That was so weird.
It was very odd.
What is going to be the new school curriculum for the Morty school, the rehabilitation school? Remember, he was fired.
Rebels.
He was fired. They said there's going to be new curriculum. I'm fired. I don't care. And then last but not least, what exactly is Mermaid Puss?
Mermaid Puss!
Okay. What is that? You know? Now, the question is, you know what a mermaid looks like. It's top part girl, bottom part fish. Or are we talking about top part fish, bottom part girl? What exactly is Mermaid Puss? Because apparently it was really good, and they're going back every week. Okay? So, those are the questions that I have. I would love to hear from you guys. This is not a joke. I would love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts, your breakdown, especially on this latest Rick and Morty? This has been the most dense, comprehensive, and well-written episode ever. It has redeemed the season for me so far. Because, I mean, the season has been bad. Remember, it's up and down with me. Let us know. Please send us an email at
Geek Bros at outlook.com.
Definitely that. Or when we do the recap, comment on this video below. Or Instagram, Twitter.
At Geek Bros, that's GEEKBR0S.
I would love if you guys tweeted us, actually. If you tweeted us what you thought about
Rick
and Morty.
Bro.
You know, tweet bro. Because we're going to respond. And we would actually like to read off next week. I would.
Fast.
Well, he will. I would definitely love to read off you guys' responses. Because this Rick and Morty episode was huge. So huge.
Can't wait for Sunday's episode.
It deserves to have a discussion. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, they're going into like old memories they took from Morty, I guess. So they're doing that instead of the intergalactic cable. But definitely, guys, check us out. There's way more Geek Bro stuff on the horizon. Whether it be video, podcast, video recaps, or what? I don't know, live action stuff. We'll go somewhere and we'll meet you guys.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. We're working on it. We're still trying to... What happened to our shirts, dog?
I need the drawing thing.
I need the drawing thing because we never... So, I'm not the only one that's behind. Mr. Man here has been talking about making us our own bowling shirts, so we're going to wear it to the podcast and then give away to our listeners, and he has not designed it yet.
Yep.
It's not just me.
It's him. I'm just saying.
You see, look at his face. You guys, look at his face. I'm calling you out, you sucker. All right, I've been Vibe.
This is Juancho.
And thanks for tuning in to Keepin the Geek Bros. We appreciate you.
And remember, guys, we love you. Good night.
Thank you for tuning in to the episode 16 video recap. Shenanigans galore. I enjoyed the food. You enjoyed the drink.
I enjoyed the food and the drink.
Okay, it was delicious. It was a lot of fun. Definitely stay tuned. Remember, you can catch us every week. First, on WeBeGeeksPC.com for the podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. After that, or come back and visit our recap weekly right here on this YouTube channel with Vibe Studios.
Do it.
Okay.
Discord. Subscribe.
And I'm Cool Vibe.
I'm Cool Juancho.
And we appreciate your time.
Yes, we do.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.
You know what? I can't stand you. You blame my dog for disconnecting the cable.
Listen, if you guys watched the last recap, it began with a silent, very, very silent intro.
Sucks.
I thought that Miles, the dog,
The Geek Bros mascot.
which if you guys saw my snap, he was running around. I thought he disconnected something. Actually, it was my fault. There's a mic above our heads, right there. That's capturing the sound for this, and it was turned off. I'm sorry, Miles.